Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Kedin Alhamdulillah 2210830. Today I want to present about the research methodology in semester 2, which is I do proposal. My title is Human Trafficking and its Impact on Security Issue in Malaysia. So this is my name. The proposal with the content of background of study, problem statement, significance of research, research objective, research question, methodology, literature review, conceptual framework, research scope, and the last one will be research limitation. For the chapter 1, the introduction, which is of the background of the study. Human trafficking is not only an illicit clandestine movement, but a grave transnational organized crime against humanity, which has been remarkable on the rise for the past decade. This is will be increase the global and security concern. Human trafficking activity has provoked actor and non-actor at international as well as at state level to play a vital role in combating to this crime. So, Malaysia is identified as a country which is the human trafficking activity will be in our country, meaning that several cases are reported in Malaysia. So the problem statement, human trafficking is heinous global crime and one of the most egregious violation of human rights that the United Nations confronts since 2003. Human trafficking is also widely known as the modern day slavery, where the people are forced to stay and act against their will, belief, culture, upbringing. The victims are not only subjected to violence but subjugated and stripped of their freedom. This crime has become a lucrative business with multi-billion-dollar tagline. Human trafficking involves men, women, also the children of all ages. So next we move to the significance of research. This research of human trafficking and its impact towards security issue in Malaysia. In this research, there are many factors that bring the trafficking issues happen in Malaysia. Human trafficking can also cause the security issue in Malaysia. In the context of the human trafficking, Malaysia is the country that being the destination for the human trafficking activity, and Malaysia also cannot avoid being sources of country even in the lower level. This statement are from the Muhammad Bakri, which is in 2010. Malaysia being the destination for the human trafficking activity because in Malaysia, the peace condition and our economy are good for them to earning income in many ways. So they will come to Malaysia and work with our country, meaning in many sector, in many sector. And then we move to the research objective. There were 3 objectives of this research. Number 1, to identify the factor of the human trafficking happen in Malaysia. And number 2, to examine the impact and future strategies to manage the impact of the human trafficking issue. And the last one is to analyze the impact of human trafficking. So the research question, what are the factors of human trafficking? How to examine the impact and future strategies to manage the impact of human trafficking to security issue in Malaysia? And number 3, what are the impact of the human trafficking? So, the methodology, this research method use qualitative methodology. Through the method library research, relevant past studies have been selected to support the later study and make it a reference source. Okay, we move to the literature review. A literature review is a critical and systematic evaluation of existing research and scholarly literature on a specific topic. Which is it involves identifying, analyzing, and synthesizing relevant publishers' work, such as journal article, books, conference papers, and dissertation. This is to provide a comprehensive overview of the current state of knowledge on this topic. So, team 1, human trafficking. Trafficking victims are controlled by fear of punishment by their captor of law enforcement, although the Palermo Protocol stresses the victim of trafficking should not be held accountable for their immigration offenses. This is not always upheld, and many fear further punishment or deportation. Team number 2, impact of human trafficking in other countries. So in Southeast Asia and elsewhere, non-traditional security threats have two defining features. They are transnational and complex. The scourge of human trafficking, sometimes called modern slavery, affects some 40 billion men, women, and children trapped in a horrendous web of forced labor. Team number 3, steps taken to overcome human trafficking in other countries. What is being done to fight human trafficking? Two international agreements regard human trafficking as an transnational crime. The United Nations Convention Against Transnational Organized Crime and the Protocol to Prevent, Suppress, and Punish Trafficking in Person, especially women and children, also known as the Palermo Protocol. 1.7, conceptual framework. The theoretical framework, or a collection of related concepts and the ideas that serve as a basic for comprehending a certain phenomenon or subject, is known as conceptual framework. The threat multiplier has been used to investigate the human trafficking and its impact toward national security issues. In addition, the economic are the main factor that attract the victim of human trafficking to accept the deal with the trafficking syndicate. So the syndicate will get a lot of profit on the smuggling, because to bring human to other countries in illegal way are so difficult. They need a documentation and so on. So the research scope. Firstly, the actor of the research in this paper is the Malaysian government. The strategy layout is a part of the Malaysian government. And lastly is the research took place in Malaysia. 1.9, research limitation. The research was faced with a limitation of time to conduct a comprehensive study on the topic. Data availability and quality information process required time to complete. The researcher need a good understanding of each theme in the topic to make sure the information can be delivered to the reader. Conducting comprehensive research of human trafficking and security issue requires significant time, resources, and expertise. So here are the reference. It's took in the article and the journal. So, there's nothing else. Thank you, and thank you.